You said you got a lot of support, and you got messages from people who you didn't even know that well. People like Elton John and Russell Crowe, Olivia Newton-John sent you a long letter. There you were with all these flowers and support. Did you nonetheless feel alone quite often?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, you got to remember, I was only 18 years old. I didn't know. It was physically the scariest thing I'd ever gone through. I mean, I don't want to dwell on it because it's in the past now. I've dealt with it. I feel better than ever now. I feel...
Is it all gone?
I don't think you can ever say it's like all gone. I think you can just say that you continually get checkups and, you know, I'm in remission. When I go to the hospitals, for example, I feel a real empathy with people that are going through it, and I kind of think that's special because I'm not just going there as a face going like, how are you feeling? You okay? And not much. I'm like, no, tell me how the chemotherapy is going. Have you started radiation yet? You know, have you gone through all the emotional sides? Because in that whole chapter, I definitely believe I had an after effect of cancer. You know what? I'm not scared anymore. This is life's not meant to be scary. Those things are scary, and people who go through really serious things in life are scary. Not doing what I do. That's how I could get through the arias. Like,
well, actually, we've got some footage of that night. This is the night where you were able to say to Trent, "Cop this, mate." This is when you won 7 arias. This is including Single of the Year.
Miss Delta Goodrem.
Now, to outside view, you were king of the world, or queen of the world at that point. How strange a night was that for you? It wasn't even your hair for a start, was it?
No, it wasn't. I was blown away. I was so excited. I was like, I got to go up and be able to say thank you to people again, and people were talking about my music. It wasn't about health. I wasn't there because of what happened with my health. I was there because people took my album into their home.
It was an incredible peak. After that all subsided and you finished your cancer treatment,
It was beautiful.
Then started a very strange journey for you.
It was really strange after that.
A series of challenges. First of all, there was your public relationship with Mark Philippoussis, which you found out was over in the press when Paris Hilton said she was going out with Mark Philippoussis, made it even worse by saying that Mark had said you were boring. At that point, did you just want...
That's why I wanted to spice it up. I thought after that, I thought, you know what, don't call me boring, I'm going to be a Scarlet Woman next.
Good career move. We'll get to that. At that point, did you want the earth to sort of swallow you up?
I was a bit embarrassed to tell you the truth, because as in saying like, I'm not... It was like poor Delta again. I was going, I'm not poor Delta. I was like, it's fine. We weren't a, you know, we only dated for a little while. It wasn't like a full-blown serious relationship. We were a relationship in print.
Then your second album came out, and even though it sold well, it wasn't a patch on the first album in terms of sales, and it got critically pretty average reviews. For somebody that had peaked so early and who was as competitive as you are, did anything less feel like a failure?
I really got a bit confused myself. I had lost my determination a little bit. I actually didn't enjoy it anymore. It was, especially around that time when everything started to become quite negative, I thought, why am I putting myself in this position? This is not fun. I didn't have the drive anymore. I mean, I knew the album wasn't going to do what the first album did. My second album, no matter what I did, it wasn't going to do that. And I knew that. I believe that in music and in a lot of things, it's kind of like surfing. You can have a really big wave sometimes, and then you can have a smaller wave. As long as you can continue surfing, and sometimes you'll have that bigger wave again.
So did you take that to heart, or were you able to just go, okay, that one's that one?
I wasn't ready to come back into it, and I think that was my mistake too, because when you're behind closed doors, and even though a picture of you is being maybe put there, it looks like you're out and about a lot more. I wasn't. I was looking after myself, healing at home, but I came back into it, and I came back too quickly. You know, people were starting for the first time to say negative things about me. It was starting to be that first realization of, you get so much support, all right, but now why didn't you just go away and look after yourself? Because I should have, because that's what happened.
There was so much happening. After that, your parents divorced.
Yeah.
How much harder is that to live through as an adult, do you think?
I had no idea that parents divorcing could affect me so much, but it really broke my heart, actually, and it shocked me. It was more because my brother and I had to become the adults a little bit. My parents were really very hurt by each other, and it wasn't pleasant. That contributed to me spending a bit more time away, and now that everyone's in their place that they're meant to be, they all have wonderful, you know, my mum's got a great partner, my brother's got a partner, everyone's got their lives now.
Then after this, you became, as you said, the Scarlet Woman. You go over to England, you fall in love with Brian McFadden, very famous over there with Westlife, famous in his own right.
Yeah.
Had broken up with his wife, who was equally famous. The British tabloids just had a field day. How intense did that get? How far did they go when you're in their sights?
It was a really awful time. That was like the pinnacle of when I started to go, this is not enjoyable anymore. This is really not fun. And I felt really betrayed. I felt like it was unjustified, the comments that were being made.
Well, they were calling you a homewrecker.
Yeah. And considering that I had such a strong family morals, I felt it was really harsh because I felt so strongly against it. But I thought the best thing I could do was keep my dignity and be quiet about it. Maybe that wasn't the best thing I could have done. Maybe I should have said, no, that's not how it happened. But I didn't. I tried to kind of go, I'm not even entertaining this. I'm not throwing a log on the fire. I said to myself, you know what, like in a week's time, no one's going to care. In a week's time, no one will lose sleep over it. I'll lose sleep because I feel sick about it. I thought that it was harsh. But again, it's all in the past. It's not even interesting anymore. It's like when people start saying, why do you even talk about it? It's not the case. Brian and I have been together for a long time now, and we are best friends. We have a wonderful partnership. We are